Today I have Nam again as my lovely model. We are in Bangkok right now. Okay, I would like to start a new mini series, setup. So in Pilates, setup for a start position is as important as teaching the exercises itself. So if your setup is not ideal, meaning it's not comfortable for the client, your client feels tension and they feel like it's not pain-free, you might want to consider modify your setup so that your client can execute exercise without worrying about the pain that is not necessarily the focus of the exercise. So I have picked today stomach massage. This exercise is usually very challenging to do. Setting up the body on the reformer or setting up the machine itself plays an important part in this exercise. So Nam is sitting in the center of the reformer. She has foot bar number 1 all the way up and she's doing round back version. Okay, so I want you to notice the position of the spine. So she has a lovely C curve here and then she sits slightly behind her sit bones. So now she's going to perform an exercise. Okay, so press out, inhale, lower your heels, lift your heels, and exhale, control, return. So I'm going to ask her to do one more time. Inhale, lower, lift, and exhale to return. And I noticed that she's struggling a little bit to hold this position. Okay, so for her, when she push out, I don't want her to lean into the lower back. So here I'm going to ask her, do you feel a little bit uncomfortable here in your hip joints? So you can see, you notice that it's not comfortable for her. This could be because the body proportion, she's longer legs, she's taller, or it could be issues with hip flexors. So it's not a topic of discussion today, but we know that it's not comfortable for her. So what we can do is, there are a few ways to modify it. I'm going to combine together. Number 1, she's going to step off the carriage and then we're going to remove the stopper further out. So right now she has stopper number 2. So let's try to move stopper to number 5, okay, to make room for her hips. So when I move my stopper, I'm going to move my gear bar as well to number 3. Okay, and then she's going to try to come into the start position one more time. So here, you can see the position of the lower back is less, just pretend to sit back down a little bit, less leaning or loaded into lumbar. So it's more of a lengthening of the C curve. How do you feel in your hip joints? So now she's a lot more comfortable here. So if you want to modify further, you can lower the foot bar to number 2 as well. For here, I don't think she needs that. So here, let's try the exercise. So think about scoop up and over as you press out. Yeah, so you see it's a lot better position for her. So you can keep going for a few more times. So remember, the setup is as important as teaching the exercise itself. So I hope you enjoy teaching tips today. Be sure to come back next